Hello, and Happy New Year's. Actually, New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying? But I know I didn't. Did I give y'all an episode last week? I can't remember. But because I record so much, um, y'all know what's been going on. First of all, let's just get it out the way. Welcome to the podcast that gives you that real smoke with wrestling punditry. I'm talking about pro wrestling smoke. I'm your host, Kevin Arvis of the Champ, one of the biggest pro wrestling fans. You can call me a mark, geek, whatever. Yeah, I watched the shit. I watched it from the days, the territories, all the way up to now, people. Always been a fan, and I watch it all. So, that be saying, this podcast is brought to you by PassDat Apparel, SmokeKind.com, as well as Sara J's CBD.com. Please use the promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off your order of her wonderful line of pain and stress relief products. So, and also don't forget about the flagship of the STO Podcast Network, STO The Smokers Lounge, people. So there you go. We got a lot of things coming up for the new year. Let me get this right, get everything straight, you know. Oh yeah, it's about to be definitely on. And I hope that y'all who have not subscribed, please, you might as well hit that, that promo, that QR code over there. Or is it over there? I don't know. It's the QR code to take you to the Premium Smoke Room. Right now, I'm having the Premium Smoke Fest, my end of the year big event for that network. You feel that side of the network on Loyal Fans. All 5 podcasts are dropping something special all these past 2 weeks. And I got more to come. Tonight, there's some special stuff. Also, I got the hot list. That's right, people. The hot list. And this one, I think, tonight is the Vixens. You feel what I'm saying? So if you haven't got to subscribe, you can be a follower on Loyal Fans on the Premium Smoke Room, or what have you. I've been dropping episodes from the Premium Smoke podcast every single day. I think there's 2 that's dropping New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, plus some special New Year's Eve episodes from the other podcast. You feel what I'm saying? So please subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room on Loyal Fans, a place where the conversation gets saucier, tits pop out, dildos might pop out. You don't know what pop off unless you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Now, 21 and up, just in case, I know it's 17 and under been watching. That site is not for you. The podcast is not for you. Smokers Lounge, you can watch. Ain't nothing going on over there, just conversation. And here. So there you go. So now, with that being said, how y'all doing? I hope that you enjoying your New Year's Eve. As right now, I'm recording it this Tuesday. So I will not I won't be, other words, you probably done seen NXT by the end of this damn Thursday. The reason why you watch it because you want to hear me talk about wrestling. And if that's the case, thank you. And please don't forget, please go to avn.com, hit the award button, or go to avn.com/awards. Go to vote and vote for STO The Smokers Lounge for favorite adult podcasts of the year. So please go vote. You can vote daily. You know what I'm saying? It's free as shit to vote. You know what I'm saying? Help me get this AVN because I'm 3 times nominated. Trying to win one. You feel me? You know. So now, enough about that shit. Let's talk about this wrestling. This year has been very interesting in so many ways, wrestling-wise. We had the WWE end up on ESPN. Now they're on ESPN, Netflix, and Peacock. NXT got a TV deal. NWA got a TV deal. AEW, everybody, because of movement by Netflix and the selling of Warner Brothers, everyone is banking that for some apparent reason AEW going to get kicked off of WB or TNT and so forth. So that was one of the biggest stories or what have you. And then of course we had the retirement of John Cena, the retirement of Goldberg. Goldberg had one match, John Cena had a tour. And Gunther retired both of them. You know, we had Seth Rollins faking injury. To get injured. Cody, what did Cody? We had the emergence of the Vision. We had the ending of the tribal warfare with the OG tribe and so forth. Because they had the war games. I mean, that was last year. Anyway, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's just meshing together. But nonetheless, it's been an interesting year. Oh, WWE bought AAA. Partnership with TNA. Yeah. Which has been more in favor of, let's just say, WWE than TNA, shall we say. TNA got a TV contract and they'll be coming on AMC. The company that everyone thought was going to die, still living. On independent front, DPW closed up their doors here in North Carolina, with their final match having Jake Sampson, who was the champion, go against the national heavyweight champion, which is my man LeBron Cozone, and Cozone walk away with both belts. So he's the final champ for DPW. And the emergence of Ashe Wrestling. This was their second year. Ashe has grown. And the reason why I'm talking about Ashe because I really do follow them. They're homegrown here. And it's an all-black wrestling promotion, but it's great wrestling. I just don't follow because it's all black. The storyline's been good. I love the overarching rivalry of Billy Dixon and Shane Carter. And Darius Carter. I love Cedric Alexander. It's like it's an indie show, but it gave you storylines to follow. They utilize YouTube and Twitter. And they got me to pay for 2 pay-per-views. It's $15, but shit. It was worth it. We had the emergence of a women's champion with Charity King. We had the emergence of the tag titles. We had a change with TME becoming tag champs. Also, what else has been on? Also, we're seeing the growth of Chase Coleman. And new stars are being made. And even the fact that Tankman is now been unleashed in there. And what's interesting was the last pay-per-view was still, and like each pay-per-view gets better and better and better and better. The matches get better. I'm like, I ain't even gonna front. I am so ready to see Cedric Alexander against Darius Carter. First of all, the promos is going to be interesting. You know. Also, of course, TME at some point will defend the tag titles. But the question that I pose to people, because the biggest problem with the indies is that they ain't the majors. Bishop Khan, I think, missed 2 shows. He is currently the Pan-African Diaspora World Heavyweight Champion. He's only defended the title once. Shook D is still chasing him. You know what I'm saying? He has a clique that's formed in Ashe, but he ain't been there to rear it or lead it. The reason why, because he done got hot on AEW. The demand is in demand. And I knew this. See, that's the only problem when you put the belt on someone on a big major, even though his contract might allow him to go wrestle elsewhere, he's going to go where that check is. And I'm not mad at him. So I wonder, is they're going to, if it becomes an issue, take the belt off of him, strip him of the title, so forth, have a tournament, you know. I wonder if they're going to make a mid-card belt. I mean, because you got a lot of lightweights, junior weights, cruiserweights, and so forth. High flyers, you know. And also, I want to see Darius Carter, Billy Dixon 2. Excuse me. 3. I think 3. And not Billy Dixon win the belt. Actually, I think in the next pay-per-view it'd be kind of cool since he's leaving in June. He cost Darius Carter the title. I'm just saying, just a book of suggestion to set up that match. And if you're able to get a cage, I'm just saying. But I'm looking forward to see what happens with Ashe in 2026. So, yes. But now, let's talk about what's been going on currently. So we're going to begin with Ashe really ain't got nothing yet. They haven't announced anything for the next year just yet. So we're waiting to hear that. We do know the next match. I know one of the matches is definitely going to be a mixed tag match. And Tankman probably will wrestle against. Well, some tell me Tankman will probably get the title shot he supposed to gotten if your man come back. But anyway, now let's move on. Speaking about visions, see, I'm gonna tell you what I found interesting, right? Ango, who I love watching, he's on YouTube. Love him. Shouts out to him if he happens to watch my shit. And another person was thinking the same goddamn thing that I was thinking. Now, my thought hit me after Austin Theory stated why he helped the Vision. I'm paraphrasing. He said, basically, he see how these guys just take what they want. He been sitting on the sidelines. He been getting shit. He said, no. So I want to prove that I'm one of you guys. I was like, wait a second. wait a second. Okay. Now, I done heard Dave Meltzer and them all talk about Theory ain't no different with Theory, this ain't third. Okay. I get that. Other than the shade head, he did the Kyle Fletcher. he did the Kyle. It's like when they shave their head, they get a push. I'm just saying. You notice with Kyle Fletcher cut that shit, he been on a roll. 2025 was Kyle Fletcher's year. But now, so of course, Theory, I think won the tag match. Because even to the point he was like, no, I'm gonna go in the ring first. I gotta put this. He was doing too much to prove himself to these guys. So it got me to thinking, I said, they do realize he was in a clique at one point with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins always says that I am always one step ahead of everyone, or 2 steps. Seth Rollins is the same man who faked an injury, technically, to cash in his Money in the Bank to get the title from CM Punk. And he used the curve stomp. Not the 8-town, not the 8-town down. Think about that. Look at the pants he's wearing. I was like, would I be real shocked if Seth Rollins, storyline wise, hit up Austin Theory and said, hey, I need you to do something for him. I need you to infiltrate the Vision. And fuck up shit. Because understand this, Paul Heyman, who is the Oracle, who is the shystiest and dirtiest dude in the game, one of the greatest managers of all time, had nothing to do with Austin Theory. Even though he said he would go to work with Austin Theory, nothing to do with Austin Theory helping him out. He didn't contact him. Braun Breaker ain't hit him up. The Tribal Thief, Bronson Reed, didn't hit him up. Logan Paul ain't got shit to do with it. Then I said it would be crazy as fuck that, and I can see it. Either Brock got the match won, or is at a point where both men are down, and then all of a sudden, Seth Rollins come to the ring, or he comes in the ring. He attacks. He looks at hold up. He looks at Punk. He looks at Braun Breaker. He curve stomped the shit. No, he about to curve stomp Braun Breaker, but Austin Theory jumps in the ring and get in his face. Then pushes him out the way and curve stomps Braun Breaker to hell. And then Seth Rollins look and see a Punk and say, go ahead. This ain't about you tonight. This ain't about you tonight. I had to get a receipt on this young nickel. I I'll get to you later. I'm going to put a pin in it and come back to you later. But today, this ain't about you. Because CM Punk said it right in the promo. You right. You ain't CM Punk. And don't be surprised if somehow, some way, CM Punk and your boy work together. But I digress. Hold on. So that's what I think in my mind what it was. That was what that was after he won the tag match. That wasn't this Monday. I didn't get a chance to record shit. You feel me? I ain't get a chance to record shit. Nah, terrible I felt when I heard someone say the same thing. And then Angle just dropped a video today to say, I said, damn, I ain't get to record mine. So people gonna think that I copied they shit. No, great minds think alike, people. But how? It's funny how actually, let me say this. It's funny how when you think something, right? The world gives you a hint that, motherfucker, you are good. You good. You're good. And I know how Angle came up with this hypothesis. Dude, on the other hand, this was before I saw what I saw, but I don't know how he came up with it. He probably thinking the same thing. I was thinking, like, wait a second. He's trying too hard. It's like he tried to get in on the gang bang, and he was, and they didn't even know he was going to be there. You get what I'm saying? We didn't even know you knew about it. The fuck you doing here, nigga? Since you're here, we can use the extra dick. No. Christmas motherfucking day. You know, a Christmas gift that I didn't expect to see. I wish they had this on Prize Pick so I could predict this on Prize Pick and made some money. I'm watching the Minnesota game on Netflix. Guess who's up there talking football? Smoke is over. Seth motherfucker Rollins in a white suit with his man bun, right? Hold on. Wait, there's some more. No arm in a sling. Now, the last time we saw Seth talking on the mic, he was sitting beside his wife. They were doing an interview. He had his arm in a sling. He's on Netflix talking about football. I didn't even. Is he going? When Netflix starts showing more football, is he going to be on the goddamn commentating staff? Is he getting a new job I didn't know about? But see, key, no arm in a sling. No, Braun Breaker ain't winning that belt. Because you know something, I kind of noticed this with WWE. They really don't want to get the belt to nobody under 26. Or, well, right now, under 30. I can't even explain why they feel that way. I never understood the logic of that. In their logic, MJF should have never been the AEW World Champion with Nash twice, what we'll get to later on in the show. So, like I said, back to my thoughts. I agree with Angle on this. if they pull this off right, they're going to set off 2026. Because now we have, which makes sense because think about this. With Roman had the tribe, right? The bloodline. Then the young nigga, he made his own bloodline. They clashed. Roman became the tribal chief. We good. We moved to Seth Rollins. We had the Vision. This situation, the Vision kicked him out. The same thing that happened with the Judgment Day, right? Two visions against each other. The Braun Breaker, the leader of the new school, against Seth Rollins and his faction, who would that be? And that was interesting. They named a couple people that might be coming up, which we know they're supposed to be coming up. It depends on who's coming up, because who could Seth add to his crew? Excuse me. I have no idea. Who Seth could add to, who could add his crew? I don't know. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen this coming Monday. And so forth. But other shit is going on. The Usos is now the tag champs for, I think, 11th time? How many times the Usos done won the damn title? Usos tag champions. Let's see. Okay, this is their 9th tag title reign. Okay. Well, the question that a lot of people want to ask is, was it a good move to put the belt on the Usos? Yeah, if you're trying to reset your tag division. I want y'all to think about that for a second. Let's be 100. The tag division in WWE has been lacking. Actually, the women's tag division has actually been looking better than the men's. Seriously. I'll say it if you don't. I told you. I give you that smoke with that rasp punch. The NXT tag title picture has been kind of across the board. Because I want to ask y'all a question. What new stars have they made in the tag team division? Actually, the tag team division is the worst division in WWE. Across the board. You can't talk shit about AEW. They got a lot of tag teams, and they make an emphasis to highlight the tag teams. WWE, see, I get you want to make moments and tell stories, but you also got to think, what about your tag team titles? So unless they're going to revisit, see, here's the kicker with this. In my opinion, what they did with the women's tag titles, let's just go ahead and unify both the tag titles, have one tag titles, and have the Usos run their asses from NXT to SmackDown, okay? Because to be honest with you, they don't have a lot of tag teams to fill both rosters. Think about this for a second. SmackDown Tag Team Division is what basically Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, Street Profits, I think. Yeah, Street Profits. The Wide Six and the Wide Sick and the MFTs. So that's about six tag teams. Okay, let's look at Raw. Usos, you can cancel AJ, you can cancel Dragon Styles because they were solo and they were just placeholders for the tag titles. So yeah, the Viking Raiders or the War Raiders or the Viking Raiders, New Day, and the Judgment Day. Let me say it again. So that's what, 5? So let's see. New Day, Usos, Judgment Day, War Raiders. That's 4. They're gonna bring us some tag teams too. It's like this to me, right? It's like who the Usos gonna face? And to me, it's like, okay, then here's the deal. We always hear the argument, do they make new stars? The question is, do you make new stars with your tag teams? See, at the end of the day, like for example, fuck it, I go there. AEW, let's be real, Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey. Tag team wise, they over. They becoming big names just off of being a tag team. You feel what I'm saying? The storyline with Bowens and Max. Jesus Christ, Bret the Hitman Hart was made a star because of the tag team he had with Neidhart, the Hart Foundation. Let's not forget Shawn Michaels, the Midnight Rockers. But the point being is, they were in a tag team that y'all was pushing. To me, it sickens me that WWE, who at one time had a damn great tag team division, yeah. So if people want to do the tweets of dropping the ball, they have dropped the ball on tag team divisions. Okay, now. Also, I see that we will be getting Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. I think the match that I saw Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree, I'm sorry. Please do not take the belt off of her. No, we need to see this play out. No. Becky don't need the women's Intercontinental title. She really don't. She got to deal with AJ Lee. Okay? I'm just saying. And I already see how they're going to do this. They're going to bleed them two having a match out to probably what? Probably WrestleMania. Or a Saturday night main event. But like I said, I just damn, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck? That show you how much it's like WWE. It's don't get it twisted. WWE is good. It's good. I mean, I love this shit that they're doing, but it's kind of like it compared to the Attitude Era. It's not as memorable. It's not. It nothing really sticks out. So, but like I said with Maxine Dupree, I hope they don't take the belt off of her. Period. Of course, we got the women's tag title with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley and them. I see they still their match supposed to be coming up soon. Yeah, because next week's Raw. Of course, they're building towards that. Also in WWE, finally, Carmelo Hayes won one. He got the U.S. title off of Ilya Dragunov. So we get to see him run as the United States champion. I'm looking forward to that. I love it. Actually, I would like to see him and Trick go against each other for that title. You know what I'm saying? Actually, that would be an instant feud for him to have right now. Because Trick, I guess, made it to SmackDown, I guess. I didn't get a chance to really check what happened on SmackDown for so much, but yeah. Javon Evans killing it. Won his match on Raw. Well, last Raw I watched. I didn't get to watch this one. And we know him and Ricky Saints got a date, I think, this coming Wednesday. I mean, this coming, tonight? Well, actually, tonight, I think, or what have you. Like I said, and I mean, like I said, I ain't really get to see Raw and stuff, but really the big major points is CM Punk and Braun Breaker. So Raw next week, which will be the first Raw of the year, yeah, that match, that really was a story, you know. And the betrayal, they probably might come off of it. So that's why I'm looking forward to it, what have you, and everything. And then I see that Pence has been pulled into the situation when he went to help Rey Mysterio after being jumped. I guess it was at some point him and Logan Paul is going to have their match. So I'm curious to see when that's going to happen and everything. And also the women's title, Nikki Bella got, I think, pinned again. Can we please just get a one-on-one with Stephanie McHugh versus, Big Mommy Cool? And I'm curious what's about to happen with Liv. I'm just curious. Just curious. So now, move on to AEW. And we just had World's End. And off the jump, no surprise, MJF is the new champ. I didn't get to see it. I read about it. I saw the clips or what have you. Yes, MJF needs to be champ going into the new year. I feel that if you call these guys the pillars, one of your pillars need to be champ going into the new year anyway. There's so many ways this can go for damn MJF. Because you still got Bobby Lashley. Because remember, put a pin in it. I'll come back to it. Booking of Tony Khan. There's no problem with Bobby unless you become champ. Still got Heyman Page, still got Strickland. Joe got pinned, so either Joe, I'm wondering if Joe even get a rematch, but I digress. Joe, excuse me, Joe, was the one that took the pin. MJF, to me, is the guy for AEW. He's one of the guys, but in my opinion, big guy. To me, he's the biggest star there. Him on the mic. He can wrestle. Plus his look. Plus you already see the motherfucker doing movies. So, and plus I want to see that Triple B. I'm sorry. I got to see it. Because you got to admit, that was the hottest AEW belt, that Burberry belt. That Burberry belt. I'm sorry. The big Burberry belt. That was some fire shit. But no, but seriously. I'm curious to see who's going to be the first contender. I also like the fact that neither Strickland nor Heyman took the pin. So what I'm thinking is we're about to see Eddie Kingston versus Joe. Because we got Eddie Kingston doing story arc. And it wouldn't surprise me if they do a story arc this year to where it ends where the man that up ends. If it ain't Will Ospreay, because we still got him to come back, would it be Eddie Kingston? Can you see? He is over. Why not put the belt on? He is clearly would make an interesting AEW champ. I'm just saying. I think that because he don't have bad matches, he does what he do. His shit is physical, striking, and so forth. So to me, I wouldn't be mad if he won the title. But Ortiz is back. Ortiz is back. Interesting. See, they're telling me Britt gonna be back next year. I just got a stinking suspicion Britt about to pop up. Cause Ortiz popped back up. See, people they didn't make a big hub about it, but yes, Ortiz is back. He came to save Eddie's ass. So, yeah. Also, the C2 came to a close. And Moxley is now your Continental Champion. He beat Okada. And Okada defeated Takeshita. Now, you do know that Okada supposed to be wrestling, Hiroshi Tanahashi in his final match in Wrestle Kingdom, right? Which I might fuck around and get that shit, but I don't know. Takeshita has to defend his title. He's going against what I think the international champion. What have I don't. I gotta look it up and see. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been versed on my New Japan lately. I got to get better with that. I apologize. Could we see the New Japan Pro Wrestling title be defending on AEW? Nah, Wrestle Dream. Wait a second. What's next up? Wrestle Dream? No, not Wrestle Dream. Forbidden Door. We gotta take a look and see what happens. But yeah, but Moxley winning. I have no issue. Yo, yeah. And the fact he did a babyface promo for what I heard, I was like, did he just change face? Ain't the Death Riders? Mox is the Continental Champion, which is going to be interesting because if I'm correct, the Continental Champion, nobody can interfere in the match. So, I mean, he got to win these matches straight up. And I'm curious how the Death Riders are going to react and how much Mox might change, what his attitude might be, or so forth. So I'm just, we'll see. I don't know. But I like the fact that Mox won. Actually, I'm very surprised because I thought, okay, was I the only one that found it weird that Takeshita went against Okada in the semifinals, and Fletcher went against Moxley, which I heard was a barn burner in the semifinals. I would have thought it was Takeshita against Moxley and Kyle Fletcher versus Okada. You know what I'm saying? Okada. And the reason why I say that is because I thought that was going to be the finals. And Takeshita might have upended him. But I take it that what would it mean more? For Moxley to beat Takeshita or for Moxley to beat Okada? Moxley beat Okada. Not only that, technically, if he beaten Takeshita, that means he might have got a shot at the New Japan Pro Wrestling title, and that's another conversation for another day. You feel what I'm saying? Then again, technically, Takeshita has a victory over Moxley, am I correct? So if that's the case, then Takeshita could challenge him for the Continental title. So, but I wonder what's going to happen after the Takeshita and Okada match. Are they going to be buddy-buddy, or is it going to be more tension? Stay tuned. If we're going to talk Death Riders, can we just say Pop has really just became the fucking man out this bitch? When you think the bastard can't get any more bad, he surprises you. So I really think, to me, he was the MVP of the C2. His matches was great, and number two behind him is Kyle Fletcher. So, which I'm curious to see what he's gonna do moving forward. I'm pretty sure will he challenge Jay Briscoe for the title, or will he challenge MJF? Yeah, because it's going to be interesting with the MJF title run. I wonder how long it's going to last, though. Well, now, of course, FTR, they retained, but no surprise there. I'm curious to see who's going to be there next, the next people to challenge him. Would it be the Hurt Syndicate? Would it be the Demand? Or would it be the Young Bucks? Would Tony pull the trigger on that? Me personally, I think he should bleed that out. I don't think he should put that as the next contender. Because if you're going to have the Young Bucks take the belt off of FTR, it's because it makes sense for FTR to be at the height to take the loss. No different than the Young Bucks. I know it's going to kill Drink on that. I know they're gonna kill Jim Cornette Dick. I already know they're gonna take the belt off and put him on them goddamn Young Bucks. But and should they still call themselves the Young Bucks? Because they're not young anymore. I mean, I do agree with just the Bucks. The Bucks. That's I don't know. All right. Your guess is mine. All right, now what else went down? And of course, the women tag titles were defended. It's funny how I remember all this fucking damn shit, but no, I like WWE too. Please, I can hear y'all saying, man, you just like, hey, anytime you have bad, yeah, you don't like WWE. No, I love WWE. Just AEW got more memorable shit. Sorry. Because I do like, the Babes of Wrath getting their victory. And we now seen the descent of Mercedes Moné. Who is going to take the TBS title off of her? Okay. I have a thought. I might lie my one as I give it this thought. This would be the perfect time to bring Britt Baker back. Let me explain to you why, right? I think I know why Tony and Britt probably stayed away. He probably like, nah, he wanted, like he said, he shuffled people in and out. The last person I think Britt wrestled was Mercedes Moné, I think, right? It wasn't for the TNT. It wasn't for the TNT title. It was for TNT with TNT title. It was, I think, it was a regular match on a pay-per-view because they just had beef. Think of the irony. At the first Dynamite, she comes out, she talking her shit, and next thing you know, DMD. Hey! I want that TBS title. The woman that Moné beat to start create AEW is the woman that upends her title reign with TBS title. And it might have been the booking that he said, nah, I want Britt. No, either because people, y'all forget, Britt has an actual, she's an actual dentist. She has a practice. She do dentistry, people. They just make this clear. Period. So Tony might have been like, look, I want to do this. I want to have Mercedes Moné because I want to have her breathe. I'm going to put money in your pocket. I'm going to let you chill, relax. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to bring you back and let them bring you back. Just understand. Don't go nowhere. I got you. You feel me? Just because Jim Cornette said it best. How can I miss you? We won't go away. Can you imagine the pop when her sexy ass come from out the back, staring down goddamn Mercedes Moné? Y'all think John Cena came to damn AEW? Yeah. And she do that, trust me. The women division, the women division is going to skyrocket. And speaking about women division, can we have a conversation about Marina Shafir? Other than the fact that she's probably one of the sexiest women on the roster, and I love the way the language that she speaks. But the way she knocked Toni Storm the fuck out with one kick. I love Tony Storm. Y'all know I love Thomas. I was like, damn. It was like Tony came out, I guess, with on Collision and with the pearls and with the town, but yes, them two are about to have a match. I'm curious to see what it's going to be. Maria Shafir, she needs to get more push. I mean, I know she's with the Death Riders, but she need to get more time on screen in the ring. Her orthodox shit is ugly, but people like it. It wouldn't surprise me. She'll be like, I'm not gonna say a female Stone Coldish, Stone Cold. And what I mean by that is, she gets over with the fans and don't change shit. I told you that promo that I like, and I always quote it. I was like, I'm glad I shut the fuck up and did the work. And she, hey, it wouldn't surprise me she wins the AEW Women's Championship. Very surprised that Tony ain't thought about putting her against Athena for the Ring of Honor title. Because at some point, Athena got to come on that title, man. I mean, I get it, but come on. I mean, what? Because she's on Ring of Honor and they don't have a TV contract, you trying to say that she's fresh with that? She's been champ for 1,000 days, man. Come on. I'm like, I thought it wouldn't be Billy Starks going to take the shit off her ass since she was one of the minions, but no, like I said, I want to see Athena in 2026 more implemented in the women's division. I dare say, look, AEW, the only AEW women's division from top to bottom is actually damn good. I mean, I ain't even going front. You got the triangle. And then, of course, Statlander had a match. Oh, she retained the women's title against Hayter. Wasn't surprised about that. But definitely want to see when she's going to get her and Tekla. Now, is Tony trying to save that match because he wants to put the belt on Tekla? Her first time wrestling for the title? Because I don't think Tekla took a loss. Let's make that clear. So, but like I said, that women division, I ain't gonna front. It's everything. And then, of course, let's see. Of course, now with Jungle Boy pinning Ricochet. No, not Jungle Boy, excuse me. Bandito pinning Ricochet to win the Diamond Ring. Did that put him in line for the national heavyweight title? Could we have a feud with the Demand versus Brodito? Because if you're going to keep them together as a tag team, they got to have some feuds with other tag teams. And two, I thought that he was just, doing it just to have, tag. He was like, well, Brody had a belt, Bandito, they seem like a great tag team. I'm curious, but I'm trying to think of everything. Like I said, yeah, it's I'm just curious. Like I said, I'm just waiting for shit, man. 2026 is gonna be interesting for AEW. Oh no, I hope that y'all did see. Please go find them at White Castle, AEW and the White Castle commercial. Just beautiful. Just Tony Storm. I am sorry. It's a fucking star. You can't tell me otherwise. She's a fucking star. She shines in every fucking thing she do, people. I'm sorry. WWE, that's one that WWE dropped the ball on. They're trying to do that shit with Blake Monroe. Which brings me to NXT. Can we have the conversation? Are y'all gonna take the belt off Thea Hale for real? Please don't. Please don't. No, we don't want no. I understand the age thing. I understand y'all wanted Blake Monroe to do this, that, and the third. Thea Hale is champion. I'm sorry. You need to let her. You need to let her breathe with that belt, dog. I was mad that they didn't do that with Tatum Paxley. But I like where they're going with this with Tatum Paxley. Because we do need a crazy woman in NXT. Of course, Ricky Saints and Javon Evans, they're supposed to face off. And then Oba Femi. God damn it, who is Oba? Oh, okay. Let's have time. Let's talk about it. Leon Slater supposed to go against Oba Femi. Now, remember we talked about the TNA WWE partnership, right? I'm gonna say this again. No TNA wrestler is held an NXT title. Hold on. I'm not counting the fucking Hardys. No. We're not. No. I know what y'all. No. I don't give a fuck. They're under contract. Really? They're like Dolph Ziggler winning the NXT title. No, we talk about TNA grown, never been to WWE or NXT. Xia Li, the girl that did, she was just in NXT. She was transplanted about a couple months? But what if? Because they really want Leon Slater. 2, Overton had the belt now going on twice. And they talked about Over moving up. Because Javon Evans, he supposed to be moving up. So I don't. Would it be a shock if Leon Slater won the title? And then Moose gets a shot at the North American title. It's like this. At some point, WWE got to be nice and let somebody from TNA win one of the NXT titles. We know damn good well they would never win the main roster. And you ain't got no TNA wrestlers going to Evolve. Evolve wrestlers going to TNA. So Actually, you got the ball rats going to AAA. You want to be honest about it. But back to my point. At some point, the partnership got to go both ways, man. It would, that's me, in 2026, if, mark my words on this, in 2026, if WWE do not allow one of theirs, they still signed to TNA to hold the NXT title, and we're not talking the Hardys, I dare say that partnership is going to end. Or you're going to hear about tension. I want you to think about it for a second. You had, don't get it twisted, for example, right? When TNA, with Impact anyway, when they did their thing with AEW, how can I put this? Okay, to be real, it wasn't beneficial for TNA for so much. They had some wrestlers that came on AEW and stuff, but it wasn't memorable. It was Kenny Omega was the TNA champ. He was the belt collector. It was, don't get it twisted. It got TNA some TV time. But with WWE, it was different because WWE was using their wrestlers and bringing TNA on their shit and so forth. I ain't gonna front. AEW kind of did miss a great opportunity with TNA. But it is what it is. But the thing about it, Leon Slater, because you gotta think Oba had a good match with Cody. And the natural feud would be Obafemi versus Drew. Which, put a pin in, let's go back. Triple H. Okay, I'm going to say this now. It is funny. When I feel that I think people listen to my podcast, when I sit here and say, I feel like people really do listen to podcasts, this podcast, the Smokers Lounge, or what have you, right? I look at how other podcasts are popping up, doing what I do with the Premium Smoke Room and so forth. Funny how I was just saying, okay, you can't have a Hell in a Cell with these two motherfuckers, with Drew and Cody, because they're already done. You get what I'm saying? Hey, every time they wrestle. So for you to give me a reason to give a fuck about that match, there's only one match that would make sense. And I said that. I said the 3 stages of hate. Or the 3 stages of hell. Hate was the original name. So people can remember. Hold on. I want to make sure the original name. 3 stages of... No, it was 3 stages of hell match. No. That was right back. No, I don't need right back. I need 3 stages of hate. That what it was, hate. 3 Stages of Hell match isn't fixed stage, but here we go. The video explains the rules of the 3 Stages of Hell match. Okay, here we go. Wait a second. Man, Stone Cold and Triple H had a match. Hold on. Let me make sure. I know I ain't fucking crazy. I saw that shit. Stone 3 Stages of Hell match. Stone Cold. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. The first match, ladies and gentlemen, I keep saying this, was the first match of the 3 Stages of Hell, featured Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H at No Way Out, February 25, 2001. Triple H won. The rules was as such. The first match was just a classic wrestling match. The second match was a street fight. The third match was a steel cage match. Austin won? You sure about that? Stone Cold won? I thought, okay, I got it wrong. I got the mix up. They hit each other, but Stone Cold fell on top of Triple H. That what happened. Yes. That was the first match. So, yeah, man, I was like, and then, of course, let's see here. Batista and Randy Orton did one. It was, what's this? 3 Stages of Hell. Isn't fixed stages, but rare stipulations where 2 wrestlers compete in 3 consecutive matches. Okay, we got that. All right, and Triple H and them did it. Okay, so they did it a couple of times. I know they did it more than once. How the fuck I forget about John Cena? Okay, because it was Ryback. All right. The first falls off the standard match and a minor or a minor stipulation. The rules escalate perhaps to a street fight, falls count anyway, or a submission match. In the third match is usually like a steel cage ladder match, avalanche match, or something decide the victory. So that's what it is. It's an extreme 2 out of 3 falls match. And for me, my version of it that I like the most was the Stone Cold and Triple H, because I remember Stone Cold said, I can out wrestle you. Then we're gonna have a street fight because I can show you I can out fight you. And then then if we happen to make it to the cage, yeah, I would violate you. And that match was brutal. It was bloody. It was long. And each stage just escalated along with it. Trust me on this. It was like, to me, that was one of the greatest matches of all time. One of the greatest matches of all time. I'm sorry. Period. You know what I'm saying? I never sat down and thought it would be my top 5 matches of all time, but it's probably in the top 5. Yeah, it's definitely in the top 5. Yeah. So, but yeah, so I was just saying the last show that Cody and McIntyre Might need to have a 3 stages of hell. And guess what was just fucking announced? The 3 stages of hell match. Who would have thunk it? Smoke that shit over. Smoke that shit over. So now, I'm just curious to see what the stipulations are going to be. Now, pull the pin out. Let's go back to NXT. All right. Once again, tag team division, Dark State. Yeah. Like I said, that tag team division just sucked to me. I think what Hank and Tank had their match against Out of the Mud. Hank and Tank, I think, did they win? Yeah, Hank and Tank didn't win. Of course, Kendall Gray going for the women's title. That's going to be interesting. Are they going to? Should they call up Fatal Influence? Or JCJ? Honestly, I'd rather see JCJ just stay in NXT. I like her better there. I don't know why. I just can't see her on the main roster. I don't think she'll flourish. I think she's perfect where she's at. I think there should be some wrestlers that are damn near NXT lifers. I'm just keeping it 100. You have guys that are WWE guys. Well, NXT guys. Because it's like, if it benefits NXT for JCJ to be around, even if she ain't got the title. I think, yeah. Because I'm trying to see where would you fill in it. We see how they did Julia. We see how they do Julia. Now, she just made it back on TV, I think the last SmackDown. But, yeah. Stephen Procure to the moon. Julia. It's like the opposite of what happened in NXT. Remember, Stephen Procure came in, won the North American title. Julia came in, won the NXT title. Stephen Procure comes in, she wins the women's heavyweight title. Julia wins the U.S. women's title and loses it right back to Chelsea Green. And she the one that supposed to be the most promising, right? Funny how shit falls, don't you think? But anyway, I think that's pretty much it, but I'm going to talk about for this week. Oh, man. It's... I might as well just mention the NWA also. The NWA, what's been going on with it? Thomas Lattimore is the number 1 contender. He will be going against, I think, tonight, Thrill Billy, Cyrus Mason, the sleazeballs of the United States tag titles, which is crazy. I'm wondering how they're going to play this with Kerry Morton and Alex Taylor. Alex Taylor, for some apparent reason, couldn't make it or was hurt. I don't know what the fuck. And he defended the title with him against them. So, the overarching thing has really been the Kazanas versus the McKenzies. That family, you know what I'm saying? Because they've been having a lot of matches on the show lately with them. And the next one supposed to be the girls pretty empowered against the country gentlemen. This is going to be interesting. Well, they had your girl goddamn win the damn both television titles. Maxie and Payton, yeah. And Tessa held the TNA world title. So, and okay, when are we gonna get Tessa as a knockout champ? I'm like, look, I mean, really? When we gonna get Tessa as a knockout champion? I'm sorry, I'm ready for that shit. It's like y'all just scared to put the belt on the girl. The best thing on the goddamn roster, y'all want to put the belt on. I guess because she's too controversial. She getting the Jay Briscoe treatment that Warner Brothers gave AEW. I know y'all saying she's racist this and third. I'm like, people can't change. Don't you have a good comeback story? But I don't know. But is she a dumbass for saying the shit that she said? Yeah. There ain't no line about that. But she's back in TNA now. So guess what? Now it's about, okay, now she's back in TNA. I guess they put the past in the past. Why can't we? I'm just saying. So I have to go because I have more recording to do. I told you I'm a busy man, fortunately. So I hope you enjoyed this week of Wrestling Punditry with some smoke behind it. And like I said, and two, also in the comments and on YouTube, please like and subscribe. I just want to say this year has been great. It's crazy as fuck that I'm #1 in pro wrestling podcast on Good Pods. Give me 1 second. You know what I'm saying? And 3 times nominated for every year. Pretty good year in 2026, I could say. And stuff. And also, once again, want to shout out to Darius Lockhart, to Black Wrestling Podcast. Also want to send a shout out to my wife in my mind, Big Mama Flex, Alexis Littlefoot. What's going on, beautiful? You know what I'm saying? And as well as all my smokers out there, I want to say Happy New Year to you. Thank you for rocking with me for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? And especially the people that have been rocking with me with this pro wrestling podcast. Because originally, this podcast was actually behind a paywall when I was doing a podcast with my man Billy Pilgrim, when we talked about pro wrestling, the history of pro wrestling and stuff and everything. So, you know, I might start doing segments like that, discussing pro wrestling history and shit like that. Well, who knows? Don't tell me what this might evolve into. You feel me? So, don't forget, hit that QR code, head to the Premium Smoke Room right now. If you had missed the Premium Smoke Fest, it's okay. Just subscribe. You can go back and watch and binge watch. You know what I'm saying? All the episodes that went down from all the podcasts. I even had a VIP smoke room for you people, you know, and everything. And on top of that, please check out on Spotify, my member section over there, where I had the smoke on it, which is a wonderful podcast where I give my thoughts, opinions. Some of it might be controversial. A lot of it is, you know, unpopular. But I'm going to speak my mind because I had the smoke on it. And then, of course, the place where the men of porn gets their say. I'm talking about Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talents and producers. We give you that real smoke about the industry from a male's perspective. So please, whether it's you need some premium smoke and you want to catch up on that premium smoke fest, or you had the smoke on it, or you want some Savage Smoke, please just subscribe to the smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? It helps keep this podcast going. It helps keep things going and everything. And yeah, 2026 is looking good for STO. podcast family. So thank you for riding with me for the pro wrestling. Shouts out to everybody, all the wrestlers, you know what I'm saying, that have retweeted my shit, liked my shit. Thank you. And I'll be back next week. I'm gonna get more organized with this. I'm gonna give y'all, it's gonna get better. Trust me. So with that being said, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? If you haven't learned anything, smoke this over. Yeah.